recording. Okay. Hi, Abhishek. How are you?
Yeah, hi, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. So,
Yeah,
I must say a good virtual background, first of all. And such things
yeah.
should be tried by the people who are giving interviews. I see sometimes there are clothes hanging in their background. The
Oh,
the background is not that much professional. So this is good. This is actually
yeah.
so people
Thank
who
you.
are watching this video should learn from these things, right? Okay, so can you tell us something about yourself?
Definitely. First of all, good evening to you. And yeah, so my name is Abhishek Patil, and I have completed my graduation back in 2018 from Aurangabad University. After that, I completed my graduation in civil engineering. So I did a job for almost up to lockdown. And after that, also I'm preparing for some civil services in government position for civil engineering. After that, after the lockdown, I just I have a dream to do my nature according to my nature. I like to do job in office work. So I like to work in office. So it is closing to my nature. The work in IT industry. I also dream to work in IT industry. So I'm looking for the opportunities in IT. And after that, I did some certification courses from looking forward to that. Like your channel, I also look YouTube videos, getting some knowledge about the software testing and start learning from that. And I like that in career in to do career in a software testing field. So I'm getting learn and just from last 1 or 2 months, I'm searching for a job in a software testing. I did some certification courses for that, and so in that case, in software testing courses, I learn about the manual testing as well as automation testing, and in manual testing, I learn about uh, uh, the functional testing, system testing, and also the smoke testing, sanity testing, and
Mhm.
in automation testing, I also learn about the parallel testing, cross-browser testing, and some executing the test cases, how to work in other Scrum methodology, and also there is a the project management tool. There is a Jira tool or HPLM tool also used in the industry, and what kind of the working is going on. I just learn and aware about these things about. Yeah.
Okay, okay. I think you have joined from mobile internet, right? So uh, I can hear some, disturbance in the audio. So we can do one thing. Maybe you can turn off your video because of which your bandwidth does not get consumed, right? And there is less utilization of the resources. And then you can have an audio interview with me. Okay, you can turn off the video. Hello, Abhishek, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah.
Hello.
I'm getting you. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So Abhishek, I was telling you can turn off your video. There is some disturbance coming up in the audio, right? So you can turn
Okay,
off
okay.
your video. So that's how we can save the internet throughout this 30 minutes of interview, right?
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Fine.
yeah. Okay. So Abhishek, my question was, what is the difference between smoke testing and sanity testing?
Yeah. So in smoke testing, we can say there is a whenever the initial build come from the dev team,
Mm,
and at the same the initial build is working properly or not. The testing team is check the core functionality of that build, and according to that, the all the basic and core functionality. So testing team can go through the go forward further for the testing. According to that, check the whole build, and in sanity testing there is a particular module is checked. Suppose there is a new feature added to the software. So in that case, the sanity testing is done. So sanity testing, we can say sanity testing is a narrow approach of testing, and smoke testing is a broad approach of testing.
I think you are saying vice versa. So smoke testing is performed on a very low level for critical functionalities, whether those functionalities are working fine or not. But sanity testing is a detailed level of testing, right? In which you will verify that each and every functionality is working as expected, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now let me share my screen. Okay, so you are able to see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now there is this registration page that you will get on the Tata Motors website. Okay, I want you to perform testing. You can tell me high level test scenarios of this registration page. How will you test this
High level.
registration page?
Okay, so first of all, I identify some scenarios of this page. So first of all, I get the link of the page, and after that, getting the link is working or not properly, I will check. And after that, after clicking on the link, it is open properly. And so there is a first of all, I can say behavioral testing. Whenever the user is click on your full name, so it is able to click or and the keyboard is working or not whenever he is typing. So only while entering the name, I will put the condition of a boundary value analysis and equivalent class proportioning also. So
What is
enter only the
Yeah,
characters.
sorry to interrupt, Abhishek. What is the difference between boundary value analysis and equivalence partition? And where will you apply boundary value
Yeah.
analysis in all these fields? And in which field you will apply equivalence partition?
Okay, okay. So fine. So first of all, in equivalence class proportioning, it is only mainly used for the first, we can say first box in your full name, what is the column. So in that, we only use the characters types of string. What is the character is a small characters A to Z or capital characters, which will include not the special characters or any integer types. After that, there is a your email. So in that email, we can enter the both characters as well as integers, and some special characters are also included. And in phone numbers, only integers are allowed, not the characters and anything. So these are the some types of equivalence class proportioning. The type of a data types we have to use in the allowed user to enter in the special in particular boxes. So particular field we can say. And after that, there is a boundary value analysis. We can say, uh, suppose there is a password. So in password, user have to put only in between 4 to 8 characters. 4 to 8 characters password must be within the that range. So if user enter three characters or three integers, then it will not accept or more than it. If user enter the more than 8 characters or integers, then it will system will not accept. So it is the we can say positive test cases or in positive scenario. And in, if negatively, so suppose user enter large number of username characters and integers, and it the system will accepting it. So it is a negative test cases. We can say in a boundary value analysis.
Okay. Abhishek, you were mentioning something about password field, right? Password
Yeah.
field. So where is that password field? We
Okay.
don't
So
have that
pass.
password field, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
No, I only tell about the boundary value analysis.
Okay, okay. Right, right. Okay, so that field you are taking as an example for giving boundary value analysis. Okay, but
Right.
you can also give the example with respect to this phone number field over here, right?
Yeah, right.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
so phone number field, it is up to 10 numbers,
Hmm.
only characters, integers
Hmm.
allowed. Not the characters or special characters are allowed in this phone number field.
Hmm. Hmm.
So user have to able only enter 10 digit integer number, not less than that or more than that.
Right, right, very right. Yes. Then what else? Which is the other
After
test
that,
value? Hmm.
yeah, after that, below that there is a one checkbox. So I will check boundary behavioral testing of that page. According to that, the checkbox is enable clicking or not clicking. According to that, uh, in a behavioral testing of the behavioral testing as a considering it as a functional testing, whether it is working proper or not. After that, checking the submit button is clickable or not. The after that, checking the captcha is generated, unique captcha is generated every time whenever the user is enter, new user is logging in according to that.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So these are the some conditions I will check according to that
Right,
in
right.
this page. Also this the advertisement page which is looking. So I can check is displayed or not in a Boolean data type. We can check it is true or false, whether the page is displayed or not. I will get that thing also.
Via automation, you are telling. Boolean.
Yeah, via automation also, and in manually also I can check it.
Okay, okay. Okay. Now, whenever you get some test scenarios, right? If in an interview they are asking you to mention test scenarios, so how you have to tell, right? So consider this is one of the page, right? So over here you can also add test scenarios like you will verify whether this Tata Motors logo and the spelling is displayed properly or not. Then this
Right.
image should not get blurred. It should come properly displayed like go.ev with tiago.ev bookings open. These all text should also get displayed, right? You
Right.
need to check this with various browsers, Chrome, Firefox,
Yeah.
Safari, Edge, right? Then what about CAPTCHA? If you click on refresh button, the CAPTCHA should get changed, should get modified,
Right.
right? The submit button, see this kind of UI UX they have kept. So this should be working, right? It should be working with all browsers, right? Then you have this all these validation messages. What if you don't enter anything? Negative testing. What if you don't enter phone number? Is there a proper validation message displayed? Is there a proper city message, proper valid email message displayed? So you will verify these watermarks are being displayed. Your email, your full name, your phone number. These are all watermark. You will verify whether the asterisk sign is displayed to mention that these are mandatory fields, right? You'll verify the drop-down options are displayed. You can see why this blank text is coming, right?
Yeah.
Why this is coming. So you can verify these kind of things. Again, you can also tell, see, select your city and again city. So 2 times city is displayed over here, right? Those should not happen. Then verify products list should display, right? When you expand this drop down, the list should display properly over there, right?
Right.
So these are the things you need to test. Okay, then apart from that, this text is also there. Please fill in your details. That text should also get displayed properly. Okay.
Okay.
Then you will verify if you have submitted this particular, if you have done the registration with some particular email ID, let's say xyz@gmail.com, then you should not be allowed to again register with the same email address.
Okay, fine. Yeah, right.
Are you getting it? Okay.
Yeah, getting.
And then this checkbox is there. Then you have to click on terms and conditions and see it gets opened in a new page with a variety of text written. Privacy policy that should again display properly. Right.
Correct.
Then this number, these all logos, as soon as you click on these things, it should redirect you to the proper page, right? Terms and conditions is there.
Yeah.
Okay. Now consider a scenario where you have entered all the details properly, right? The moment you click on submit button, nothing happens. But if you click on submit button second time, then your record gets submitted. So what would be the severity and what would be the priority of this issue?
Okay, so the severity, it must, severity, what you tell, can you just repeat?
Sure. Let's say you have filled these all registration details, right? You are on this page. You filled all these details, whichever mandatory field were there, you entered correct test data and you clicked on submit button. But whenever you click on first time submit button, it does not submit all the details. If you click it second time, then it will submit all the details of registration that are done by you. So what would be the severity and what would be the priority of this defect?
So according to severity, we can say the effect of that bug or defect on the software. So software is when the critical severity, we can say we cannot go further the testing. So it is the case of a critical severity, but it the software is working. When you are clicking second time, it is working. So we cannot say it is a critical, but definitely it is. We can say major major severity. And in case of priority, we can say the user is not able to click it sometimes at the first time whenever he clicks. So priority is, we can say it is not high, but we can say medium. So high, medium, and low priority. We can say medium priority and high severity.
Okay.
So
Would you-
we can go further testing. Tester also test it by clicking on second time.
Okay.
Yeah.
But consider a scenario where the end user is using this website for the very first time. If they click on
Yeah, right.
submit button once,
Yeah.
how will they come to know that they have to click on submit button twice?
Yeah, right. So it's a, we can say it's a high uh, priority and major major
Yeah, it's a critical issue, right? It's an end user
critical also.
perspective. Why should I click on submit button twice? Why should I uh, do something twice which needs to be which needs to be accomplished once, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So think from an end user point of view. The day you are able to think from an end user point of view is like the the companies will be standing in queue to hire you.
Okay. So it's a high severity, high priority and a critical severity.
Yes, it's a high severity, high priority issue. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Fine.
can you tell
Definitely.
me any issue with respect to this page? You can tell me, you can give me an example of a defect which is of low severity and low priority.
Low severity, low priority. Okay, fine. So it is the whenever the ad of the this Tiago EV, we can say it
Hmm.
is not displayed. So it is not affecting the end user also, or any also the software. We can say it is a low severity, low priority
Hmm.
in that case. Also, it is not affecting any of the side, whether the software or end user also. So
Hmm.
if it is not displayed, it is not affecting any of the side. We can say it is a low severity and priority.
Okay.
And
So,
also,
so this image you are telling, if it is blurred or it is not displayed properly, so it will be a low severity, low priority issue.
yeah,
Are you sure?
but yeah.
Hmm.
So what I learn about the severity must be so effect of that bug or defect on the software. Correct.
Hmm.
So according to that definition, it is not affecting the software or work. The software is working properly, whether it is displayed or not. So I can say it is a low severity at that in that case. But according to client or stakeholders point of view, it is must be the high severity
Now
according
consider,
to that.
as a tester, you are the first stakeholder, right?
Yeah,
This is your baby. This is your product.
yeah.
Right? What is severity and what is priority? Okay, so let this be an open question for the people who are watching this video. Abhishek is telling that if this image is not displayed properly, it can be a low severity, low priority issue. So please put down the comments in the comment section of this video if this is a correct answer. If yes, then please mention yes. If not, then what is the low severity and low priority defect that you are able to see on this page? Right. Okay, Abhishek. Now coming to next scenario based question.
Also, one thing is that we can say there is a in the top there is a please fill your form details. So
Mhm.
if there is a not mentioned, not displayed, it is also not affecting the user. Also, user can put his name. I think if we came that website also. So
Mhm.
it is a low priority. We can say.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay. Now, consider a scenario where you are testing this page and you came to know that this drop down is
Okay.
not getting expanded or not showing all the city-based options, right? So how will you report this defect to the development team?
Okay, fine. So to report like this, so it is a we can say. It is a defect as a officially it is a defect. So to report this defect, first of all, I can uh, describe that defect and capture the screenshot of that defect, whether it is not scroll down whenever I tried, and describe about that defect on the Jira tool, and it is assigned to the developer, and also write down the steps for that defect, how it is occurring, whether it is where it is occurring mainly, and yeah, and report that defect to the developer.
Okay, so you will raise a ticket in the defect management tool, right? And
Yeah, right.
and you will also tell in the stand-up call that this kind of issue has been found, right? So it is not working, and you will log it with severity, priority, steps to reproduce. Okay, now you should also have a word with development team, like how this issue got introduced. Earlier it was working fine, now it has been introduced, so it's a regression issue, right?
Okay.
So you should discuss these kind of things with the development team.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I can say it is a regression issue. How it is a regression means.
Yeah. Regression means earlier it was working fine. Let's say on Monday when you tested, it was
Okay.
working fine. You were able to see options. On Tuesday, you are not able to see those options. So the thing which is working fine on one day and not on another is a regression issue, right? Maybe some defect they would have fixed, same feature they might would have introduced, because of which the existing functionality, existing feature is not working. That is a regression issue.
Okay. Yeah. That's
Okay.
got it.
Okay. Okay, Abhishek, I am done with the interview. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah. So you can. I can say it is very early. You can end it. So I just want to ask you, the one of the interviewer just asked me about
Hmm.
uh, how can you cover the 100% test coverage.
Hmm.
So in that case, I just answered that
Hmm.
I can cover all the requirements, check all the requirements, and according to that, develop the user story and identify scenarios and cover all the requirements and write the test cases. So I just not getting that how
Hmm.
I covered the 100% test coverage.
Okay, okay. So if in an interview you are asked that how will you ensure that you have tested any feature or functionality 100%, your test coverage is 100%, right? So you have to tell them that you will how you will start the testing. The testing process starts with writing test cases, right? You will be jotting down all the test cases. You will be creating a RTM, requirement traceability matrix, that whether all the requirement of that functionality feature has one-to-one mapping with or several mapping with the test cases. So you are making sure that everything has been covered via test cases, everything you are going to test. Okay, now let's say you have 5 different behavior of that functionality. So you will put in your test scenario or test cases. You will execute them one by one. After executing them, you will see if any defect is found or not. If any defect is there, so you will perform retesting, right? So this is how you can tell that you will cover 100%. And the next question of the interview will be, is it possible to cover 100% in single day? So you can tell you will divide the test cases in manual testing and in automation testing. Some test cases which are repetitive, which are often, need same kind of behavior. Behavior is not going to change. The locators are not going to change. Those are stable. So you will take them for automation. Rest of the things like the in which machine restart is required or some VPN connectivity is required, those you would be taking via manual testing, right? So this is how you will make sure that you are covering 100% of testing.
Test coverage. Okay. So in requirement traceability matrix, we can do the map the user stories with the test cases and defects,
Map,
right?
map, not the user story, map the requirements with the test cases.
Test cases
So you
and
will
also
ensure, yeah, please go ahead.
yeah. So I'm telling about that. So
Uh,
can we ensure that? Can we say that? So it is the 100% test coverage is also mentioned in the requirement traceability matrix. So
yes, yes.
according to the requirements.
Yes, so all the requirements of your user story are being covered by test cases, test scenarios. So you are ensuring that nothing is being left for testing.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
That's
Okay. Thank you so much, Abhishek, for coming on our channel. And I'll tell you one thing. When I had asked you to share your CV in an email, right? You have not shared your CV, but it's actually an MP4 video that is there of your coaching class in which many students are studying. And there is one particular tutor who is teaching you something, maybe of college or school time, right? So please share CV when you are applying for
so
interviews or
definitely.
jobs.
If
Yeah.
you just mention it in my email, I will share.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, I thought I wanted to tell you that this is what has happened in an email, right? So it's an
Okay.
MP4 video that has come up as and the name of that attachment is resume, but it's not a resume, it's a video.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is my mistake.
Okay, no worries. Please take care of these things in a real-time interviews. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.